My name is Quincy Queen, and this is Milestones 2 podcast, the topic, distributing your work. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Back in the golden years, the old model for a successful release relied off of three things: access to financial for recording and manufacturing, access to promotional channels, commercial radios, etc., and access to distribution, getting your music into the retail stores and in front of consumers. Back in the day, the only way to do that is to sign to a major record label. Artists are starting to take matters in their own hands. Independent artists alike starting to use Facebook, starting to build up Twitter accounts, and using other websites such as Last.fm to create a fan base. As an independent artist, paying for studio time could be very well expensive, so artists are starting to take matters in their own hands and buying into home studios for their own recording purposes. In present time, artists have more universal access to distribution. Sites like CD Baby lower the barriers to entry for digital distribution channels. The digital store CD Baby acts as the artist's mail order house. You set the price and the orders are sent to the customer. They also act as the digital aggregator, which means that if the artists want to sell albums at iTunes but want CD Baby to be the liaison, they will encode and deliver to all the major music stores: iTunes, Amazon, and all other third-party websites.
M4v, the latest advance in technology, pose a significant threat to the way both artists and labels do business. M4v was developed by Karl Heinz Brandenburg at an Institute research lab in Germany. M4v allows for an incredible opportunity to gain exposure faster and at a smaller cost than ever before. Artists would no longer be required to have an entire album, but could just market one or two songs to see how the audience responds before spending more time and money into producing an entire album. In 1998, Napster, the first peer-to-peer file trading system, launched and was popular on college campuses. Using Napster entitled making a certain portion of your digital library available for anyone to download and in exchange receiving free access to download anything else anyone had made available. The result was an enormous library full of all kinds of music, larger than what you would find in your real-world record store. A major label and some bands freaked out and sued the company out of existence. In 2001, Apple introduced the iPod and iTunes. The idea was that the combination of iTunes and the iPod would allow you to transfer digital music from CDs that you purchase and transfer them to your PC or burn copies for your friends. One of the big effects of the iPod and iTunes was to accelerate the impact of the singles over the albums. In the world of digital music, the unit currently is the individual file which corresponds to the song. In 2003, Apple released the iTunes Music Store. You could now buy the individual songs and full albums of major labels' music directly inside of the iTunes. Much to Apple's surprise and label's surprise, the iTunes Music Store has turned out to be a runaway hit with 3 billion songs sold so far. Apple is the third biggest music retailer in America after Walmart and Best Buy.
So what are some ways to help companies and corporations get not only their names out into the public, but also their products? One such way is known as advertisement. An advertisement can be anything from information on a bulletin board at a local event in the park to a billboard on the side of the road to a television commercial. Advertising can be a surefire way to aid in the distribution of one's products by letting the consumer know A, what exactly the product is, and B, how will that product benefit the consumer. Advertising can also set a specific tone to that of the company or corporation by setting themselves apart from others in order to stand out, thus getting people to remember them. But how will these methods be changing in the future? How about with the use of something known as augmented reality, or AR? AR has been around for a while, but the dynamics of this concept is always changing. Remember back in the day when you were watching your favorite football team on television and you first saw those yellow and blue yard lines marking where the downs were? Naturally, that yellow line was not there physically on the field, but only on the TV screen. AR has changed quite a bit since then. Let's say that you're looking for an apartment or a nice loft to move into. With augmented reality, this type of chore can be vastly simplified and even fun. With a phone app, you will be able to point your phone at an apartment building and see the available listings and the locations on your screen. Remember that C4 twin-turbo Lingenfelter Corvette you've always wanted? You know that one you saw in that magazine? What if augmented reality could intensify that ad into a virtual 3D image which could appear before you and give you both a virtual tour of the car as well as a tutorial on the features of the vehicle as well? Founded in 1997, Vuzix Corporation created a type of glasses with technology-breaking potential. The corporation has a multitude of different types of glasses from the WRAP 920 ARs to the STAR ARs. Used by the defense, entertainment industry, and as well as advertising and marketing, these dynamic 3D type glasses have changed the face of augmented reality. Imagine a watch magazine publisher that included AR tags in their magazine. Wearing a pair of Vuzix glasses, imagine setting the tag on your wrist and being able to scroll through a variety of the different brands of watches available. You would be able to see what the watches look like on your wrist, as well as see the hands moving for the complete effect. If there were only one thing that could be said about augmented reality, it would definitely be that in combination of this technology and advertising strategies, there is no better way to distribute your product.
The Voyager spacecraft is hurtling through space carrying the music of J.S. Bach. Since it began this voyage over 3 decades ago, we have seen music distributed in countless ways. In this segment, we will explore the future of music distribution. In 2011, Bjork revolutionized the music industry with the app by Ophelia, allowing her fans to actively participate in the creative process. Underneath the fabric of our world, a new, digital reality is being programmed to connect us to one another. Some scientists believe that it will even be possible for us to connect our brains directly to the internet by 2020. It is likely that J.S. Bach could not have imagined his music traveling through outer space. Even in 1977, it was difficult to imagine that one day, the Voyager spacecraft would reach the edge of our solar system. Today it is traversing the heliosphere at 17 kilometers per second. The future of music distribution is only limited by man's imagination and his ingenuity. We are the future.